Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out Sushi Cat, the Honeymoon, developed by Armor Games. This is a Peggle-like kind of thing, and I'm not really sure if there's a specific genre that describes what exactly these sorts of games are about, but I'd say the closest thing you could probably think of it as is something like a pachinko machine, only in this case, instead of a ball bearing, we're going to be playing as a cat who likes to eat sushi and gets progressively fatter as we progress through these ball mazes. It's an adorable game, and it's one that I wish I knew about a long time ago, because I have a feeling there's a series of these games, and since I've just been turned on to this one, well, I'm going to be making my way through and finding all the other ones and playing them now, too. I actually went through this whole game in one sitting, maybe about 35 minutes-ish, somewhere around there, and I wish there was more, because I would just keep playing it indefinitely. I don't know if it's like a guilty pleasure or if I need to say it like that, but I've definitely been a long-time fan of games like Peggle and Plants vs. Zombies. In fact, just PopCap games in general, Bookworm even. I pretty much am a fan of all of them, and I can't get enough Peggle. So games that are in that same genre or similar, adding cats also really helps. I'm a fan. So why don't we play some Sushi Cat, the Honeymoon. We'll see if we can start from the beginning. I'm just going to leave my game finished here so you can see. This is the amount of total levels you get, and there is a movie clip I guess it's every 4. So we've got 3 sections broken up here with clips between them, and they are pimping the Sushi Cat on iPhone quite a bit too, so I guess there's an app if you're interested. But I can go back and play through these again and try and get better scores and such, and each set of 4 levels has its own special power-up, which I guess we'll see some of. So why don't we start at the very first movie clip, and we can take it from there. Alright, so I guess Sushi Cat was just married and is going on his honeymoon with his beautiful wife Cat, who I don't know, it seems like she's not very mobile, so he just kind of like puts her down, and I'm not entirely sure I follow the narrative of what happened, but part of the ship blew up, and I'm guessing there's something to do with pressure going on here, and Sushi Cat wanted to go plug the top where the steam's supposed to come out, but he's not fat enough, so he's very frustrated, and we're gonna go on a mission now to eat enough sushi to plug the top of the ship so it doesn't explode, I guess. Although I don't entirely understand why, but that's okay, because that's completely not at all part of the equation. It really doesn't matter. So, here's our goal. We're going to be eating 30 pieces of sushi to achieve a full belly, and there are a number of adorable meters to represent all the things that'll be going on here. You can see the one on the left here, a big old long cat, stretching out with a big empty stomach, and we're going to fill that up with sushi by dropping our Sushi Cat in the right place on this level to hopefully grab as much of the sushi as possible. You can see it all just filling up into the cat there, and as we grab it all, on the right where that conveyor belt is, it slowly diminishes all of the sushi available for consumption. So I have to say they've done a really great job at pretty much every element of this, and we're going to grab the special sushi. You can see it's glowing on the left side here, and that's going to give me a power. I believe I get a ball of yarn on this one, so I can move my cat around where I choose, using my mouse placement. Oh no, I get a tongue roll on the first one. Ball of yarn is the second set. Alright, so I'm going to shoot my tongue along a straight axis and grab all of that sushi in one go. Look how fat I got all of a sudden. It's freaking adorable. So, like I was saying, they did a great job with all the little details. When I fall into a box, a bunch of sushi shoots out. There's individually modeled chunks of sushi in the stomach of the cat on the left side, all of the stuff on the conveyor belt. Looks lovely. And then we've got a physics-modeled cat who bends and deforms, sort of like a Loco Roco or something, which is actually really quite adorable as well, and actually completely necessary. There's a number of levels where actually the cat has to deform in ways to get him through certain spots. So we're gonna hope I can do my best here to get as much of the sushi as possible. I have more than enough for a full stomach, which is gonna be the harder one to grab. Let's grab this one over here, and then we'll try and get the other one on the next go. And you can see each of the boxes actually has a special number here, which is like a point bonus that we can try and collect. And there's also a bonus if I'm able to get all of the boxes as we go through. So let's see if we can get the last bit of sushi on this, and we'll go for full mastery of this sushi collection. There we go. Do I get a special reward for getting all the sushi? I'm not sure I've ever done that, actually. I think it's I got a sushi frenzy, that's good. Look at all the happy pieces of sushi. They're so excited to be in my belly. No more sushi left, I get a 25,000 point bonus. And that brings my total score up quite a way. So that was a very successful level. I've gotten all the sushi, and I couldn't be more excited about that. So why don't we go for level 2? Basically, same goal. I mean, if you understand how Peggle works, you probably understood how this whole game was going to go in the first place. It's just sort of a very similar premise with a few differences, namely the power-ups and the fact that we are a ball cat instead of a ball bearing, like I said before. I sort of shot my tongue out on a weird axis there. It didn't really help me all that much. I probably should have gone for something more square than that. What are those things in the background? Are those more cat balls? It's a strange world where we can be a cat that is a ball, and it's so adorable. I don't feel like I'm hurting this poor guy as he bounces around. He's just having a great old time, because he's collecting sushi, and what more could a cat really want? Some funny things actually happen when your cat gets incredibly fat and then doesn't fit through things anymore, because there's actually parts of the level where, you know, if you're too large from collecting too much sushi, like, you shouldn't be able to fit and be able to continue progressing through that level, which would be a real problem for you. Where do I want to shoot this tongue out? Let's go, like, right here. Alright, got a few pieces out of that. But yeah, the cat will actually reach a point where, like, it can't move anymore, and then it'll just sort of get smaller for a second to pass through the space, and then re-expand again. So, you know, Sushi Cat is a changeable fellow, I suppose. I really like the detail of the chopsticks holding him out to you. The theme is all pervasive and quite well done. In fact, the music as well, like, every element of this game is quite professionally designed. And we've got a full belly achieved. And, oh, we're going straight into that box. I mean, cats love a good cardboard box too, right? So, like, pretty much the whole thing makes a lot of cohesive sense. Probably the least cohesive thing is, like, what's up with the plugging the top of the boat, right? But, you know, whatever. Don't really care what the premise is. We're having a good time collecting sushi in a maze. And that's really all there is to it. We've got a full belly score, sushi score 5,900, bonus sushi 3,000 times 3, fat cat is 10,000. And there's a number of different designations that you can reach. I don't remember what they're all called, but the goal is obviously to collect as much sushi as you can in one go. Because obviously you're going to get a bigger, higher point bonus and become fatter. Which is also kind of an interesting thing to think about, because it's got a little bit of like a Katamari Damacy, you know, expansion element where eventually, because your cat gets fatter as you eat more sushi, it might actually determine one of the paths that your cat ends up going down in one of these mazes. So, you know, both of those things kind of come into play together in certain moments. And will we get to the tongue? Nope, we've actually split on the wrong path there. That's okay. We still got quite a bit of sushi filling our belly. What a sad face he's making on that meter in the top, too. But he's making a super happy face at the cat ball with the amount of shots we've got left in the top left corner. And there are some options as well. I don't know if you noticed down here, you can reset the level, toggle sound effects, change visual quality, and go back to the level select. So if you're getting tired of playing a certain level, trying to grind away for points, well, you can always abandon and go back to a different area. And there's some, like, subtle touches in this, too. I've just noticed, like, there's that one animation, the sun going in the background. I kind of appreciate that there's not too much animation going on behind the actual game board. Otherwise, that would be, you know, perhaps a little bit distracting, especially since there's actually animation in some of the levels inherently. Oh, this is actually kind of a good one. I think we can grab all 3 of these. Oh, geez, I completely missed. I should probably line up my shot a little better, huh? Well, that's okay. I don't have to be a fantastic Sushi Cat player for you to understand why it's a fun game. Do I want to try this again? Let's go out. Can I go out? Is there an option? Oh, I can go back to level select. No? Okay, I have to try again, then hit level select. That's okay. Yes, I'm sure. So let's go to level 5. We'll see how that one looks. So we've got a series of coconuts here that we're going to bounce down, and, well, let's see what the power-up is. I think this was the one with the ball of yarn, if I remember correctly, where basically my mouse cursor turns into yarn, and then I can move it around and try and direct the cat in real time to try and grab as much sushi as possible. It's a pretty nice effect, and I don't think there was anything like that in Peggle. So, you know, they did do a bit of a job to try and differentiate the game from that in a few ways. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab this, though. It's in a bit of an inopportune spot, isn't it? I don't know if you're going to want to jump that gap. I'm glad you're a springy cat. but that didn't really work out very well for us. I just wanted to grab this object here. Yeah, alright, there we go. So yeah, ball of yarn appears, and then I can direct the cat, sort of like a homing missile. And want to try and set up the best possible combo, so we can go off down another course and collect even more sushi that way. And that's just kind of how things go. Full belly achieved already. Great. So we've still got one more move left, I guess you could call it. I'm not really sure if you call it a turn, a move, a throw. Doesn't matter. Well, I mean that last time when I shot my tongue and didn't hit anything, that was a bit of a throw, wasn't it? And that was a sushi frenzy. So, that's Sushi Cat the Honeymoon. I recommend you go try it if you have any interest in games like Peggle. I think you'll have a good time. I honestly don't know what you could not like about this. It's adorable, it's fun, it's easy to play, hard to master, and there's a bunch of levels here that you can try. It's totally free. You know, just go give it a play. There's going to be a link in the description if you're interested to go ahead and download it. Let me know what you think about this one, and I also am going to try and go ahead and investigate the rest of this series, because I have a feeling I want to go play all of them now. If they are all available on PC, I don't know if it's maybe just an iPhone thing or what, but I'll do my research, and of course you guys can feel free to chime in and let me know as well. But I will see you all tomorrow for another episode of Indie Impressions. If you enjoyed this one, consider leaving a like. It does help me out a whole bunch, and I do appreciate the support and the fact that you're letting me know you're still watching and still enjoying what I'm doing here. But I will be back again tomorrow. New episodes of Indie Impressions go up every single day. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and I will see you all later.